Our planet faces a challenge. We need to feed more people. But our old ways of making food are hurting the earth. Farms need lots of land and water. They create pollution. This hurts our environment. We need to find new ways to feed everyone. We need food that is good for us and good for the planet. This is where technology comes in. As we look for solutions to feed a growing population without further harming our planet, technology offers promising avenues. Innovations in agriculture, food processing, and biotechnology are stepping up to meet this challenge. These technological advancements are not just about creating more food, but about revolutionizing how we produce food in sustainable and environmentally friendly ways. Imagine biting into a juicy burger, knowing no animals were harmed. This is the promise of lab-grown meat. It looks, smells, and tastes like the meat we know, but it's made through a revolutionary process. Scientists take a small sample of cells from an animal. These cells are the building blocks of muscle tissue, what we know as meat. In a lab, these cells are placed in a nutrient-rich environment. This special mix allows the cells to multiply and grow. Think of it like giving the cells the perfect food and conditions to thrive. Over time, the cells multiply and form muscle fibers. These fibers are then layered together, creating the texture and structure of meat. The result? Meat that is biologically identical to what you get from an animal, but grown in a controlled environment. This process eliminates the need for traditional farming, with its ethical and environmental concerns. The concept of lab-grown meat might sound like science fiction, but pioneering companies are turning this futuristic vision into a reality. These companies are leading the charge, developing and refining the technology to bring cultured meat to our plates. Memphis Meats, a frontrunner in the field, gained attention for creating the world's first lab-grown meatball. They are focusing on beef, chicken, and duck, aiming to provide consumers with familiar favorites. Mosa Meat, another key player, made history in 2013 with the first lab-grown beef burger. Their goal is to create a more sustainable and humane way to produce meat. Aleph Farms, an Israeli startup, takes a different approach. They grow meat directly from cells, mimicking the natural structure of muscle tissue. Their ambition is to create culinary experiences that are good for people and the planet. These companies, along with others emerging in the field, are driven by a common goal. They aim to provide a real alternative to conventional meat, addressing the ethical, environmental, and health concerns associated with traditional animal agriculture. Their efforts are paving the way for a future where meat production is more sustainable and humane. Section 3. A kinder cut. The environmental impact of traditional meat production is significant. Livestock farming contributes to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water pollution. Lab-grown meat offers a more sustainable alternative. Studies show that lab-grown meat production could use significantly less land and water compared to traditional methods. This is because the process is much more efficient, requiring fewer resources to produce the same amount of meat. Furthermore, lab-grown meat has the potential to reduce greenhouse gas emissions associated with livestock farming. This is because the controlled environment of a lab allows for better management of waste and emissions. Moreover, producing meat in a lab eliminates the need for antibiotics often used in livestock farming, addressing a growing concern about antibiotic resistance. The ethical implications of lab-grown meat are also significant. By eliminating the need to raise and slaughter animals for food, we can significantly reduce animal suffering. This shift aligns with growing concerns about animal welfare and the ethical treatment of animals raised for consumption. Section 4. Investing in the future of food. The rise of lab-grown meat has not gone unnoticed by investors. Major food companies, recognizing the potential of this technology, are investing heavily in its development. Their involvement signals a growing confidence in the future of cultured meat. Tyson Foods, one of the world's largest meat processors, has established a venture capital fund specifically focused on investing in alternative protein sources, including lab-grown meat. They see this as a strategic move, recognizing the need to diversify their portfolio and adapt to changing consumer preferences. Cargill, another agricultural giant, has also made significant investments in lab-grown meat startups. Their involvement underscores the belief that cultured meat is not a threat to the traditional meat industry, but rather a complementary solution to meet the growing global demand for protein. Beyond these traditional players, a growing number of startups are attracting investors eager to be part of this burgeoning industry. The influx of capital is fueling research and development, accelerating the path towards commercially viable lab-grown meat products. As the technology matures and production costs decrease, lab-grown meat is poised to become a more accessible and affordable option for consumers worldwide. Section 1. The Invisible Revolution. Imagine a world where we can control the very building blocks of food. This is the power of nanotechnology. It operates at a level so small, it's invisible to the naked eye. Yet its impact on food and sustainability is enormous. Nanotechnology involves manipulating materials at the atomic and molecular level. Think of it like having tiny, invisible tools that can interact with the smallest components of food. These tools can be used to enhance flavor, improve texture, and even increase the nutritional value of our food. One of the most promising applications of nanotechnology is in food packaging. Imagine packaging that can detect spoilage, preventing us from eating contaminated food. Nanotechnology can make this a reality, using nanosensors to detect harmful bacteria or gases. This not only improves food safety, but also reduces food waste. Furthermore, nanotechnology can be used to create biodegradable packaging materials. These materials break down naturally, reducing the environmental impact of packaging waste. From farm to fork, nanotechnology is poised to revolutionize how we produce, package, and consume food. Section 2. Safer food from farm to fork. Food safety is a major concern for everyone. Nanotechnology offers innovative solutions to combat harmful bacteria and contaminants in our food. These tiny technologies act like microscopic guardians, protecting us from invisible threats. Nanosensors, for example, can detect the presence of pathogens like Salmonella and E. coli in food products. These sensors are highly sensitive and can identify even trace amounts of these harmful bacteria, preventing outbreaks of foodborne illnesses. Furthermore, nanomaterials can be incorporated into food packaging to create an antimicrobial barrier. These materials release tiny amounts of antimicrobial agents that inhibit the growth of bacteria, keeping food fresher for longer. This not only improves food safety, but also reduces food waste by extending the shelf life of products. Nanotechnology also plays a role in ensuring the safety of agricultural practices. Nanopesticides, for instance, offer a more targeted approach to pest control. These pesticides are encapsulated in nanoparticles that release their active ingredients only when they come into contact with specific pests. This reduces the amount of pesticides used, minimizing environmental contamination and potential risks to human health. Section 3. Boosting nature's bounty. As the global population grows, so does the demand for food. Nanotechnology offers promising solutions to increase crop yields and enhance the efficiency of agricultural practices. These microscopic technologies act like tiny helpers, giving nature a boost to produce more food with fewer resources. Nanofertilizers, for example, deliver nutrients to plants more efficiently than conventional fertilizers. These fertilizers are encapsulated in nanoparticles that allow for slow and controlled release of nutrients, ensuring that plants receive the right amount at the right time. This reduces nutrient runoff, minimizing environmental pollution, and improving the overall efficiency of fertilizer use. Nanotechnology can also enhance the resilience of crops to environmental stresses. For instance, scientists are developing nanomaterials that can protect plants from drought conditions. These materials improve water retention in the soil, allowing plants to survive and thrive even in water-scarce environments. Furthermore, nanotechnology can be used to develop disease-resistant crops. By introducing nanoparticles with antimicrobial properties into plants, scientists can enhance their natural defenses against pathogens, reducing the need for chemical treatments. This not only improves crop yields, but also reduces the use of pesticides, benefiting both the environment and human health. Section 4. Investing in microscopic miracles. The potential of nanotechnology in food and agriculture has not gone unnoticed by investors. Major companies are pouring resources into research and development, recognizing the significant market opportunities presented by these microscopic innovations. Their investments signal a growing confidence in the future of this transformative technology. Thermo Fisher Scientific, a global leader in scientific research and instrumentation, is heavily involved in developing and manufacturing nanomaterials for various applications, including food and agriculture. Their expertise in nanotechnology positions them at the forefront of this rapidly evolving field. Ep6, a multinational chemical company, has also made significant investments in nanotechnology for agricultural applications. They are developing innovative solutions for crop protection, nutrient management, and sustainable agriculture, leveraging the power of nanotechnology to address global food security challenges. Beyond these established players, a growing number of startups are attracting investors eager to be part of the nanotechnology revolution in food and agriculture. These startups are developing novel solutions ranging from nanosensors for food safety to nanofertilizers for sustainable agriculture, attracting significant venture capital funding and partnerships with major industry players. As the technology matures and production costs decrease, nanotechnology is poised to play an increasingly important role in ensuring a sustainable and abundant food supply for the future. The shift towards sustainable food solutions isn't just driven by ethical concerns, it's a smart business move. The demand for environmentally friendly and ethically produced food is skyrocketing. Investors are taking notice, recognizing the enormous potential of technologies like lab-grown meat and nanotechnology. Traditional meat production is resource-intensive. It requires vast amounts of land, water, and energy. Lab-grown meat offers a more efficient alternative. This appeals to investors looking for sustainable and profitable ventures. The nanotechnology sector also presents exciting opportunities. Companies developing nanosensors for food safety, nanofertilizers for agriculture, and biodegradable packaging are attracting significant investment. These technologies offer solutions to some of the biggest challenges facing the food industry, from reducing waste to improving food security. Investors are increasingly looking beyond traditional financial metrics. They're considering the environmental, social, and governance (ESG) factors of their investments. Companies at the forefront of sustainable food solutions are well positioned to benefit from this shift in investor priorities. The days of solely chasing profits are fading. Investors are becoming more conscious of the impact their investments have on the world. This has led to a surge in responsible investing, with a particular focus on companies addressing climate change and promoting sustainability. Lab-grown meat and nanotechnology perfectly align with this investment philosophy. These technologies offer tangible solutions to reduce the environmental footprint of food production, conserve resources, and create a more sustainable food system. Investors are drawn to the potential of these technologies to not only generate financial returns, but also to make a positive impact on the planet. This shift in investor sentiment is creating a virtuous cycle. As more capital flows into sustainable food solutions, it fuels further innovation and development, driving down costs and accelerating the mainstream adoption of these technologies. This, in turn, attracts even more investors, further propelling the growth of this burgeoning sector. The rise of impact investing is also playing a significant role. Impact investors actively seek out companies that are not only profitable, but also address pressing social and environmental challenges. Lab-grown meat and nanotechnology, with their potential to address food security, reduce animal suffering, and promote environmental sustainability, are prime targets for impact investment. The rapid pace of innovation in food technology presents both opportunities and challenges. As with any emerging industry, navigating the regulatory landscape is crucial for the long-term success and widespread adoption of lab-grown meat and nanotechnology in food. Governments and regulatory agencies around the world are grappling with how to best oversee these novel technologies. Ensuring the safety of these new food products is paramount. Clear guidelines and standards are needed to address potential risks and build consumer trust. Transparency and clear labeling will be essential. consumers have the right to know how their food is produced. Open communication and clear labeling will help address consumer concerns and promote informed choices. Collaboration between industry stakeholders, researchers, and policymakers is crucial. Open dialogue and sharing of information will facilitate the development of effective regulations that foster innovation while safeguarding public health and the environment. Section 4. A taste of what's to come. The future of food is being written right now. Lab-grown meat and nanotechnology are not just futuristic concepts, they are rapidly becoming a reality. As these technologies mature and production costs decline, they are poised to transform the way we produce, consume, and think about food. Imagine a world where meat production no longer requires vast amounts of land, water, or antibiotics. A world where food waste is minimized, and crops are more resilient to disease and climate change. These are just a glimpse of the possibilities that lab-grown meat and nanotechnology offer. The journey towards a sustainable food future is a collective one. It requires collaboration, innovation, and a willingness to embrace new technologies. Investors, entrepreneurs, scientists, policymakers, and consumers all have a role to play in shaping this exciting frontier. As we continue to explore and invest in these transformative technologies, we move closer to a future where everyone has access to abundant, nutritious, and sustainably produced food. The future of food is here, and it's filled with promise. We've journeyed from labs where meat grows without the moo to fields enhanced by invisible miracles. The innovations we've explored, lab-grown meat and nanotechnology, are not mere fantasies. They are the building blocks of a future where food is both abundant and sustainable. The old paradigm of food production, one often taxing on our planet, is being challenged. In its place emerges a new food landscape, where technology fosters harmony between our need to eat and our planet's need to thrive. This isn't about replacing what we know, it's about expanding the possibilities. Imagine a future where your plate can be both delicious and environmentally conscious, where a choice for your palate is also a choice for the planet. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It requires a collective effort, from scientists pushing the boundaries of innovation to investors funding the future of food. And it requires all of us to be open to new possibilities, to embrace the change that ensures a sustainable future for generations to come. The decisions we make about the food we eat have never held more weight. Every time we sit down to a meal, we have the power to support a more sustainable future. Lab-grown meat offers a compelling alternative for meat lovers concerned about animal welfare and the environmental impact of traditional livestock farming. By choosing cultured meat, we contribute to a food system that's kinder to animals and gentler on the planet. Nanotechnology, often operating behind the scenes, empowers us to make safer and more sustainable choices. From packaging that extends shelf life and reduces waste to agricultural practices that minimize environmental impact, these microscopic marvels are transforming the food industry from the ground up. But the power of choice extends beyond the supermarket shelves. It's about engaging in conversations about our food system, supporting sustainable businesses, and advocating for policies that promote a more just and sustainable food future. Every action we take, no matter how small, ripples outwards, contributing to the wave of change sweeping the global food landscape. As we stand at the cusp of this food revolution, the future shimmers with promise. Lab-grown meat, once a novel concept, is on the verge of becoming a mainstream option, with production costs steadily decreasing and consumer acceptance on the rise. Imagine a world where meat is grown in vertical farms, reducing the need for vast pastures and minimizing the environmental impact of livestock. Imagine personalized nutrition, where food is tailored to our individual needs, thanks to nanotechnology that enhances nutrient absorption and promotes optimal health. The possibilities are as boundless as our imagination. Scientists are exploring ways to use nanotechnology to create drought-resistant crops, develop personalized nutrition plans, and even engineer food that can adapt to climate change. These advancements have the potential to revolutionize not only what we eat, but also how we live and thrive. The road ahead is paved with challenges, but the potential rewards are too great to ignore. By embracing innovation, fostering collaboration, and making conscious choices, we can create a food system that nourishes both people and the planet for generations to come. The future of food is not a spectator sport. It's a call to action, an invitation for each of us to become agents of change. Whether you're a seasoned investor, a curious foodie, or simply someone who cares about the future of our planet, there's a role for you to play in this exciting revolution. Start by educating yourself about the latest advancements in sustainable food technology. Explore the companies at the forefront of this movement, from lab-grown meat pioneers to nanotechnology innovators. Support businesses that align with your values, casting your vote for a more sustainable future with every dollar you spend. Engage in conversations about our food system. Talk to your friends, family, and community about the choices we face and the future we're creating. Advocate for policies that support sustainable agriculture, promote food security, and address the challenges of climate change. Remember, every choice we make has the power to shape the future. By embracing innovation, supporting sustainability, and using our voices to advocate for change, we can create a world where everyone has access to delicious, nutritious, and ethically produced food. The future of food is in our hands. Let's make it a delicious and sustainable one.